of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name.
You ready?
S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up, never not.
And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go! First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Set, ready.
54.
Pittsburgh.
54 Mike.
Let's go, let's go.
A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On second and very short, Bridgewater. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on third and inches. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to have the first down at about the .38.
It's a gain of 8. And the Panthers first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Ready. Henry.
Mike 5-4.
They just do get the play off. Now Bridgewater. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago. It's Derrick Henry. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
58, boys, 58, 58. Hey, lock it.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's the AFC Pro Bowl punter the last 2 years. That's Brett Kern to kick it for Tennessee. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Panthers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A little over 20 yards there, and in 2 plays, they've now moved the ball over 60 yards.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 24-yard line.
Here we go. 6 yards. 54. Mike, 54. Second over. Let's go. Set.
They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Hey, Orbit.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
58, right over there, yeah.
From just shy of midfield, Tannehill. He finds Corey Davis. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
Look at me. Go. Can't believe they even let you play. Check.
On first down, it's Tannehill. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
First down, Titans.
Let's go now. 90, Wolf. Now. Check, man. Now.
A first down carry for Henry. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 12 more yards there and another first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. So second and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield. They'll give it to him up the middle. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. This Carolina defense looking to keep him out of the end zone once more. 3rd and goal. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Jalen Ferguson in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. The kick by Joseph is good. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jack Crawford. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25. First down, Bridgewater. That's the rookie with the catch, A.J. Brown. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At the 47-yard line.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Throwing is Bridgewater. This will be caught by Brown. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
That's good for the Panthers. First down.
And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't
Yeah,
they?
when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. He's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
That's what I do.
Play action now. Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack.
But no takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, this offense got to be loving this. After the long missed field goal, they'll take over on the other side of the 50, 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd and 9, Tannehill. This one caught by Davis. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Go. Let's go.
Now it's Tannehill. And he fires one that's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
I'm about to take you to school. He's checking. Crash. Check 3.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the...
Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Melvin Ingram able to record his 5th sack of the season. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Tannehill. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. 1:54 left on the clock. Quarter number 2. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Bridgewater to throw it this time. Got him in. It's Brown. 23 yards, the final tally.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's first and 10. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A.J. Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Gano the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Titans take over
Get
first
ready.
and 10
Get ready. Get ready.
at their own 25-yard line.
Mike 46.
The Titans
Mike
offense
46.
set to begin the drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And the defense obviously expecting run.